I'm going to show you how to weave in the ends at the back of your crochet. So you can see here where I've already woven in the ends here, so it's lovely and neat on the back. There's our front, these need weaving in. So you can see there, but on the back it's lovely and clear. Now it's important that you weave in the ends thoroughly so that they don't poke through the fabric at a later date, and sometimes that can happen. You find yourself poking them back down to the, hiding them back in between the little gaps. So I'll show you how to do it. So the best thing to do is to make sure in the first place when you cut your yarn to change colour, leave a good long tail end. Makes it easier to weave it in afterwards securely. Okay, so all you need is a tapestry hook, a tapestry needle, don't know why I keep calling it a hook, and some sharp little scissors. I use these little stalk ones. I always put a piece of string onto my scissors so that I can find them. I'm always losing them, but at least with that I've got this on, I've got less chance of losing them, and I can always find them in my little bag. Okay, so let's thread this through. Okay, so always weave into or sew into the colour, same colour as your thread end. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some stitches like this. Then I'm going to go through this cluster here, which makes it really easy. Now there's no right or wrong way, I feel. There's no rules especially, it's what works for you, and this works for me. So what I'm going to do now, I've come through these stitches, I'm going to go over this one but back underneath those ones, just to make it harder for the thread end to come loose if it were to, because it's trapped there. And then I'm going to go through here and come out there, catch that there, and then I will go up here and I'm going to hide through here, come out there. Okay, now what I always do when it comes to snipping, the last thing you want to do, you obviously want to snip quite close so you don't see the end of the yarn, but you don't want to cut the stitches below. So what I always do is pull this, okay, pull it up and snip maybe a couple of millimeters there, okay, and then when you relax it, there you go, it disappears under the stitches. Okay, so you've no chance of cutting that. So I'm going to pull this tight there because that's the magic circle. Pull that tight. Let's do this one. But I really do recommend you leave a good long tail end. Makes it so much easier. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is it's come out of this way, so I'm going to go back on it. So I'll go over a few. Okay, some people find this so satisfying, doing tail ends. They either do it as they're actually working or save it all to the end. Some people absolutely hate it. Let's keep doing that. There we go, through. I'm going to go through here. It's just making it a good strong fabric and just minimizing the chance of that tail end coming loose. So I'm going to go back over, back the way it came. That way it's less chance of coming loose. And again, pull it tight. There we go. keep working like that. Through. Let's go back the way we came, through again. Let's go up here. And through. And I'll do there. Okay. Again, pull tight, snip, and relax it. There we go. And by the time you're done, the fabric's going to look just as nice on the back as it is on the front. So through. It does take a bit of time. It's like I say, some people hate doing this, some people really like it. I quite like it, I don't mind it at all. Through. And back. And then I'm going to go back. Now sometimes if you haven't got a long enough tail, just pop your needle through where you want to go and then put your yarn through the needle if it's not long enough to go through. It's the only thing with the tail ends, if they get a little bit loose, there we go, and pull it through. Pull up, snip. There you go. And soon you'll have a little pile of tail ends. And I've got one here that you can put, I'll do that in a bit, put out for the birds, and they can have a really lovely little nest. The sense of disappointment when the birds don't take your tail ends is unbelievable. Let's go back. There you go.